Hi guys, welcome back, welcome in, welcome to the Sunday Reset. We're going to tap in to the energies and we are going to just see what needs to be let go of, what's moving out, what's moving in, what we're moving through, all of those good things. I am going to be using a few tarot decks and I will be using this deck plus maybe one or two others to get just like some clarifying cards. And then I'll be using quite a few oracle decks today because I have missed the last 2 weeks of Sunday resets because life, family, responsibilities, all of the things. So we're going to make up for that with a really nice, in-depth, rich, full-bodied reading for you guys today. Really bad. It's almost gone anyways. Sorry about that. My water is the only water in the house. If you're a mother specifically, you will understand that because mysteries of life, right? Okay. Before, I think is what I was saying, before we jump into the reading, we're going to be using the singing bowl, the sound bowl, whatever you want to call it, to clear any lingering energy that needs to be cleared, to give us a direct connection to each other, a direct channel to each other, and then directly to source so we can get the most clear, concise, accurate reading for you all. If you would like to use this time to call on any specific guides, deities, archangels, any beings of light that you would like to be present for this reading, please feel free to do so now. The more, the merrier. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, Spirit, speak to me and through me to the collective. What do we need to know at this time? I suppose it's a lot of Knight's energy, very young, wishy-washy, kind of back and forth, in and out, especially with this Knight of Swords here. This could be someone who is very indecisive, changing their mind at the drop of a hat. Again, in and out. For you, though, I feel like you're very much over. We have a lot of people energy, a lot of younger people. Interesting. You could have kids, a lot of kids. Specifically 3, 2 boys and a girl, possibly. Water, air, and fire. Oh, let's turn that back. There could just be a lot going on. You have the 4 of Cups twice. I feel like you're just emotionally drained. You're over it. You're a little bit checked out. You could be disassociating more than normal. You could find yourself just really over it. And that could be in love specifically. It could be really in every aspect of your life. You could just be really checked out in longing to be or needing to be kind of tapped back in. If this is you and you are feeling really disconnected, I would say go outside, sit in nature, disconnect from your phone, specifically social media, society in general, and go just be in nature, sit in nature, ground yourself as much as possible, speak to the trees. Tell them your worries and they will take them on. Help you if you ask for help, if you need help, if you want to ask your guides, ask your spirit team, your ancestors, whoever, the archangels. They are willing and able and ready to help, but you have to ask for help. You have to invite them in. They're not going to just step in on your behalf. This feels very overwhelming. I got quite a bit of anxiety, just like in my chest, having a hard time getting words out, having a hard time talking. There could be a conversation that you know needs to be had, but you're dreading it, postponing it, procrastinating. For whatever reason, you don't want to have it. Let's do one more tarot deck, and then we'll move on to oracle cards. I don't know, this gives me just like a lot of outside influences, a lot of other people needing you. You could be a team lead, so you have a lot of people counting on you. You could be wanting to make a shift in your career, maybe in your position within a company, but you could be wanting to leave altogether, start your own thing, do your own thing, but you don't necessarily want to leave your team. Like, I feel like this is a lot of people who you could think really highly of. You could be very protective over them, and you don't want to feel like you're just abandoning them or like leaving them in the cold, leaving them to fend for themselves. But the thing about that is, I understand it. I absolutely do, especially if you have loyalties to these people and you feel like you owe them, right? But the thing about that is, you owe more to yourself than you do literally anyone else, more than you could ever owe anybody else. We have the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. I didn't look at the bottom of the other deck, so I'm not gonna lie. Sorry. I mean, I can. We have the Fool here and the King of Cups here. I did look, I just forgot. These people will be okay. They will go on to be in different, possibly better situations. The things that you leave, the positions that you move into, grow into, if you move with the intention that everything is going to work out for the betterment of everyone involved, then that's what's going to happen. You're going to move on to bigger and better things for yourself, and the people that stay are going to do the same. They're going to move on, or they're going to grow into these positions. You leaving could open up another opportunity for someone else who really needs it, like a snowball effect of really beautiful blessings. When you start to trust your own intuition, and when you start to understand that you deserve, just as much as anybody else, reciprocal love, you deserve to be poured into, you deserve someone to come to your defense and be loyal to you, you deserve all of these things that you so freely give others. Once you accept that, acknowledge it, and start to operate from that space daily, remind yourself of that daily, doors will start opening, things will start shifting, the timeline will start reflecting more of what you want and not what you don't want. This timeline that we are on right now is only a reality because we are being forced to finally, and I'm talking about the people that are in the States. Well, I mean, it's kind of globally at this point, I'm not gonna lie. Excuse me. We are being shown these things because they have to be dismantled from the absolute bottom level and rebuilt on a different foundation. Because the foundation that we have built our current society on is one that is disgusting, it is horrific, it is brutal, it is all of these things, and it's oppressive. And they're bringing it all back and putting it all on our faces right now because we have to change it. We haven't learned, and until we acknowledge, it's not gonna go away. So as a collective, we need to acknowledge these disgusting things. We need to come to terms with them, and then we need to make them right. We need to take action to fix them, actively fix them, make them better. Stop upholding these systems that oppress people just because you yourself benefit from it and you don't think it's going to affect you. Wrong. It will. And that's not the space we are operating from anymore. We are, as a collective, elevating. We are leaving a lot of this bullshit behind. I am not entirely sure how it's going to happen, but I do know that it is going to happen. And it's going to be one of those things you just have to kind of ride the wave, know how to move. Don't be the one that like tries to run from the wave. You have to know like when to go over, when to go under, all of these things, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic, but that's what we're learning right now. This period right now is like you learning all of these things. So when it does happen, you will be prepared, you will be ready, you will be one that kind of makes it to the other side unscathed. And it's gonna be like, holy shit, that was wild. What just happened? I'm not really sure, but I'm here and I'm fine, and my life is getting exponentially better. And it's gonna be a sigh of relief. And it's gonna be like everything's completely different. Like, feels like we're in the upside down right now, but everything will be okay. Phoenix. That just so happens to be my youngest's name. But this is what I was talking about. It needs to be burned to the absolute ground. And then from those ashes, you work them into the earth. You say your affirmations. You change the intention. From this point on, we are building with peace. We are building with equality, inclusion, equity, love, compassion, understanding, all of these things, whatever, right? And then from there, you build together a solid foundation. We are as a collective, we are going to be rising from kind of scorched earth, is what it feels like. I don't want to say it's going to get worse before it gets better, because sorry, I am so sorry if you can hear that. I feel like for the collective that I'm talking to, it's going to be more like an observational thing. If you keep focusing on yourself and the vibration that you are operating from, the point of focus that you are operating from, what is holding your attention, what you are putting your attention and energy into, you are going to kind of float above, kind of on the outskirts, observing all of these changes, all of these things. Yes, the collective that I'm tapping into, that I'm connected to right now, is protected, kind of like in a bubble, just floating. And not just you, your loved ones, your assets, anything that you care about is protected, and will make it through the other side with you. We will be, a lot of us, completely rebuilding. So be open to moving, be open to change, be open to kind of rapid expansion. We are going to read about Phoenix, and we will read about Vision. I don't think I'm going to read about every single one of these, because that would take literally all day, but we'll see what I'm called to do. Oyster. Oh my. I don't know why, but this just gave me very big I don't know which word I want to use. I'll say yoni, because I don't want to get flagged or like reported. That's the word. Yes, not that anybody watches these to report them, but it would be my luck the one time I say the P word on camera, it gets reported. This, though, is giving me very much yoni, lady pleasure, self pleasure, solo, sex, magic, pleasure type energy. You have the oyster. You are the oyster. The world is your oyster. Manifest your dreams. You are the pearl as well as what I'm getting. We have horse on the bottom of this deck. Solo sex magic is what I'm getting. It's too many. Let's just do one from each oracle deck, please. Just one, please, Spirit. What does the collective need at this time? What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? Oh my gosh, bud. Thank you. The coyote and Datura? Deceit? What in the fuck? Absolutely not. We're not doing that. Ladybug and Sweet Pea. This was in the bunch that flipped out, but it was too many. Happiness. Yes. Ladybug and Sweet Pea. Adorable. Deceit. Okay. Again, I feel like we talk about this a lot, but keep your discernment. Keep your wits about you. Focus on honing, on strengthening your discernment so you can pick up on these deceptive, these not for you energies. There's going to be a lot of them. Truth. Aura. This is I guess I should say what all of them are. If you want to know, comment and I'll tell you, okay? They're mostly from Amazon when I was still shopping on Amazon. I do not anymore, but they can be found pretty much anywhere online. All right, let's do Lenormand, Fairy Tale Lenormand, Rider. We have Truth and Deceit here. I feel like not only is this calling you to tap into your own discernment about people externally, but this is also calling to be truthful and honest with yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and have like a really honest, truthful conversation of are there parts of yourself that you have been hiding, that you have been ashamed to show, that you have been afraid to show, embarrassed, whatever. Accept those parts of yourself. Be honest with yourself. Whatever truth that you are holding inside, be honest with yourself about it. Accept it. Forgive yourself. Transmute that shame into understanding, the guilt into peace. Whatever you're carrying that feels like it's too much, work to transmute it into things that are lighter, that are freer, that are in alignment with the life that you want to live. I highly doubt your dream life consists of feeling shame and guilt and worry and doubt about anything and everything that you can possibly conjure. That just doesn't exist in your dream world, right? I hope not. I hope that's not what you visualize when you think about your future, what you want your life to be, what it looks like, what it smells like, what your home is like, what it feels like. Dog barking. Advice from a friend. Pineapple. Reconciliation. I will say this was upside down. I don't typically take reversals, though. If you want to note significance of that, please feel free. This could be someone. It feels like one-sided. I don't think that you are going to be open if someone does want to reconcile. I feel like you have pretty much completely let go of something from the past. So if it circles back and tries to creep back in. I don't think you're going to go for it. I think you're going to have your guard up fully. You're going to understand your value, your worth, your potential, your position, your power, and you're going to like ride off into the sunset, possibly on your own for now. I feel like a lot of you are really over romance, love, affection, all of it. You could just be really, really focused on what you got going on and nothing else. Actually, just going to take those two from that. There could be a handful of you that are interested in a reconciliation. You will be entertaining that. You will be, maybe you're calling that in. There's someone that you really, really miss. You really see yourself with them. That is coming to you if that's what you're wanting, if that's what you're focusing on. Be sure that that's really, really what you want, though. Don't break no contact. Trust me, if you are no contact with someone, it is for a reason. Initiation by water flipped over. These cards are so big. I have pretty large hands, and these cards are hard for me to shuffle, so I can't imagine someone that has normal size hands or small hands. All right, we have Ascension on the bottom of the deck, and card number 43, Divine Devotion, came out for us. Divine Devotion. All right, we're going to do one more. This is the Moonology deck. And then I'm going to read about a few of these. Probably Oyster, definitely Phoenix and Vision, maybe Divine Devotion. We will see. But let's see what... Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Interesting. Okay. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay, that is very specific for a few of you. Let's read about Oyster. That is from this Animal Spirit Oracle deck. Pretty sure oysters would be considered water. Yeah, maybe not. What the hell? There it is. They're not in alphabetical order, so that's weird. Yes, it is a water element. Patient, secret keeper, hiding inner treasures. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is, oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires in life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it you've been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see. When in balance, feels blessed, generous, masterful. When out of balance, reluctant, gripping, clams up. To bring into balance, share something. Yeah. Be really, really honest with yourself. What is it that you've been scared to... You have a light that shines really bright, but I don't feel like you see that. You're like, well, what light, what story, what... I don't have anything to share. I don't have any gifts that I'm hiding. Like, I really feel like you might not know how powerful your voice is, your story, your something. You have a gift that you're not giving yourself enough credit for. You're not giving yourself any credit for, actually. I don't even know if you see it, which is wild. But I get it, because yeah, same. Card number 43, Visions. Let's read this. enlightenment. Now is the time to retreat into the inner workings of your own being. The answers you seek can be found within your inner knowing, or the part of you that does not speak with words. You are being guided to feel your way through your situation rather than using logic or reason. You may not understand the feelings you have at first, but your understanding but your soul knows and will continue to guide you to where you cannot see with your physical eyes. Now is not the time for action. This will come later. For now, be still, meditate, visualize, and spend time with yourself, preferably in nature. Pulling vision means it's time to start relying on your own knowledge and advice. Seek others for counsel, but strain the words of others through your intuition. Feel it and try it on to see if it truly aligns with your soul. Vision guides you to go with the flow. Much like a sudden vision, you must allow your inner being to show you where it needs to go. Dreams, daydreams, and fantasies hold significant meaning at this time. I feel like I was talking about in the beginning, disassociating, checking out. Daydreaming could also go hand in hand with that. You could be having some really significant visions. Maybe you're using this time to manifest. You're so, I feel like, over the 3D world right now. You're so checked out. And again, this for me significantly feels not like money or your loved ones, but it feels like romance. It feels like you're very much over it and you're focusing on yourself, pouring that love, attention, time, energy into yourself to see what happens. Just to see what happens. Why not? Right? Keep going. If you're using this time to visualize, to manifest, to daydream, I would say that's actually a really good thing, and it's probably one of the best uses of the Four of Cups, that kind of apathetic, um, which is especially true because it's a time for non-action, right? That time is coming. So in the meantime, we're prepping. We're prepping our thoughts. We're prepping our senses. We're prepping our psyche, our subconscious to be ready when it's time to go, because I feel like it's going to be really quick. There's not going to be a lot of time to think. You're going to have a very clear plan beforehand so you could know in the moment, does this align with said goal that I have set for myself? Yes or no? Quickly, yes or no? No? Okay. Don't engage. Refocus on yourself. Wait for the next opportunity to present itself. Does it align with this goal? Yes? Okay, let's go. And then the next one, and then, you know what I mean? Like, it's just going to be so inspired. It's going to be so quick that this time that you're using, like, to prep yourself, to prepare yourself, is going to be very, very crucial. All right, let's read about Phoenix. Rebirth. Phoenix is the ultimate expression of life, death, and rebirth. She allows self-destruction to take hold, tearing apart the old so that a new, more enlightened being can take shape. You can see the intelligent process of life and death cycle all the time. One season sheds into another. One day drifts into the past and allows a new day to enter the present. The bush loses one brilliant bloom so that a new rose can flourish. Phoenix is a lightning ablaze in your life. You are about to embark on a fresh journey, but before you can welcome the new, you must be willing to shed something old. Do not consider this process to be a sacrifice. Instead, consider it to be a trade-in or an upgrade rather than a loss. For what you will receive in return will be much improved from what you have now. Even if you are happy with your current situation, pulling this card is a sign there are bigger, better things just over the horizon. Additionally, Phoenix represents a breakthrough or significant change in circumstances. What you have inquired about today is nearly at its end. In this way, Phoenix represents hope for a new beginning. You may be the lucky receiver of a financial windfall, financial windfall, suddenly find the solution to a long-term problem, or move past troubles in a relationship. Be at peace, for soon all will be well. Absolutely. Let's see what our time is looking like. Yes, I think that's good. I love you guys so very much. We're going to leave it there for this one. I will see you next time. Bye.